When we read in the latest climate reports that the pervasive impacts of climate change are only increasing around the world, we turn to the grassroots, where solutions are growing like seeds, tended by WIA women and ready to blossom.
This year was an important one for WIA. We doubled down on our support for grassroots women-led climate action around the world, sharing our work at the World Economic Forum's annual meeting in Davos, the UN Women's 66th Commission on the Status of Women, and at COP27. Where WIA's work has always existed at the critical nexus of gender, climate, racial, and economic justice, we've seen the increasing awareness of these powerful intersections rise exponentially this year.
We've seen WIA leaders and colleagues recognized for their vision, dedication, and love for our communities. WIA Indonesia Program Lead Facilitator and Leadership Board member Farwiza Farhan was recently named on the Time 100 Next list. Farwiza and her team at HACA are doing the critical work of protecting the Lusur ecosystem, one of the great lungs of the world and the last place on Earth where iconic species still coexist in the wild. We proved once again
that together we are made for this moment. WIA leaders this year restored critical ecosystems that are under threat of disappearing forever.
Won important fights to secure land protection and the rights of indigenous communities,
stopped dirty energy and destructive dam projects,
distributed food and water to thousands of people suffering from the pandemic, planted thousands of trees and built economic alternatives to forest destruction, built green economies and climate-resilient communities.
And all the while, WIA leaders brought more leaders into the fold, lighting the grid with nature-based solutions our world desperately needs, growing seeds of change and spreading them around the world.
This year, I am so proud of the growth and connectivity of our work around the world with women environmental leaders who are transforming our futures. Through our Women in Forest projects, women in East Africa and Indonesia are working together to protect forests, restore forests, and build resilient economic systems that actually incentivize communities to protect forests in the long term. Through our COVID and climate program, women are working together to build environmental enterprises
by offering women leaders the critical resources and support that they need to build resilient communities as they address the challenges of climate change.
This year, through our COVID and Climate Resilience Project, we have been able to train 318 farmers from East and Northeast part of India in organic best practices. We've also been able to bring about 350 acres of cultivable land under organic certification.
This year, the U.S. Grassroots Accelerator Program made space for 28 leaders across North America, working on their unique climate initiatives.
Our U.S. Accelerator Ripple Week, which is usually for our program leaders alone, was brought to all of you. These events gave you a peek into the space we're creating in our U.S. program to inspire, mobilize, and amplify these grassroots solutions that can meet the moment on this planet.
This year, in partnership with International Rivers, we started our new Women in Rivers Accelerator program, where we have connected, trained, and resourced 23 women from 10 different nations throughout Africa and Asia, who collectively are advocating for and protecting over 50 of our Earth's rivers.
This year, in the Women's and Forest Conservation Program, we've continued to champion for the participation of women in taking care of the forest, and we managed to plant 15,000 indigenous trees in Kakamega Forest in Kenya and trained about 300 women across East Africa.
This year, our Nigeria COVID and Climate Resilience Program is combating deforestation and providing sustainable livelihoods to women, their families, and communities by advancing women's participation in tree planting, energy efficient and clean cook stove and charcoal briquettes in enterprise. I'm so excited that these women have gone back to their communities to step down these trainings.
In the US, women throughout the country and US territories are working together to find solutions and grow their solutions to our current climate and environmental crises. We've also grown our global alumni circle. Women from all over the world who have been part of our programs for the last 16 years come together to share their solutions, share inspiration, and their stories.
Thank you for being with us,
for your voice,
your partnership,
and your support.
And your support.
For every challenge we face, the answer, the antidote, is us.
All of us together, stepping courageously forward, taking action, standing firm in our truth and our power. Together, we are made for this.
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 Together, we are made for this.